a short tour around the art room. So, first of all, this is the board that you look at to find out what centers are open. And there's a big old sign up here that says, "What centers are open?" A ginormous arrow. And there you go. And I'll try my best to switch that in between classes because not all centers are open for all groups. And there's my little pocket with centers, the center cards in them. All right, next, my timer. And these are all teacher tools. So if you need something from here, please ask. Over here is for our studio managers and the date. And here's our Mindful Minute whiteboard. This is the first center, and this is the inspiration station, and it has art games. Its color code is black. Then moving right along, this center here is going to be an ideas center. It's not open yet. I haven't finished working on it. Next to that is the Weaver's Warp, color-coded orange. This is where you can find things to weave. Right now, it's just a lot of yarn weaving. So finger weaving, God's eyes, and weavings like this that require yarn. Then next to that is the drawing studio, which is color-coded yellow. And this includes things you can draw, still life objects. It also includes blank books, colored pencils, markers, oil pastels, crayons, mirrors. It also has light boxes and texture plates. There are how to draw books, kind of messy right now, and a lookbook that you can open to find out ideas if you're stuck. This is where you get markers from. Make sure you put them back in their little spot. Right next to that is the Inventor's Workshop, a very popular place because you get to use hot glue guns if you're in 3rd, 4th, or 5th grade. Lots of recycled materials, cardboard, pipe cleaners, tin foil, craft sticks, and as the year goes on, I'll add more things. This is the size tester. Anything that you make has to be able to fit in the size tester. Over here is the pop-up center, and its color code is tie-dye. And for the studio tracker, you would put a sticker on your section of the studio tracker. The pop-up center changes all the time. This is a card making center right now. Moving right along to mixed media. Mixed media includes collage and paper sculptures, things like that. Here are a few examples. Color-coded red, and it also has different cool kinds of paper that you can rip or cut to glue onto other paper. And here is where all the scraps go, and this is where you can find different colored scraps. If you're making something with buttons or feathers and liquid glue, you get a tray from here, and that's where you let it dry. Always make sure your name and class section are on there. This is the large paper. This is only for backgrounds. I also have the paper weaving tracers here. If you remember those from 2nd grade, those are always available too to make paper weavings. And here is how to make a cube paper box. Next to that is Zines and ATCs, which is for 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade. And this is artist trading cards. And so these are the materials that you would use for the artist trading cards. And I have to cut some more paper, but these little drawers is where you would find paper to use to cut your cards. Here's an ATC tracer, so you can make your own if these other 2 drawers are empty. You can also make, so those are artist trading cards. You can also make zines, which are mini magazines. teeny tiny little books. Next to that is the Building Design Center color-coded brown. This has one house already built that you can add to. It also has lots of Kiva planks, which you can build with, and regular blocks. If you ever need ideas, right here are some building ideas and building books. Next to that is the Fabric Stash. This is not open yet, but it will be soon. This will be full of fabric really soon. Next to that is the supply store. At the supply store, you'll find all sorts of things that you might need to use every day, like glue sticks, pencils, tacky glue, string, masking tape, sticky notes, staplers, blank paper, Sharpies. And over here is the finishing corner. This is where you take a photograph of your artwork for Artsonia, and you can use this box inside to put your artwork in as a background. This is also the place where you do your studio tracker. Studio tracker tells me and reminds you of what centers you were at. And these are the little color-coded dots that you use to mark your studio tracker. This is very messy, but it's supposed to be clay formations, color-coded green. Haven't done much with this year, but we will. Center right here is called the Painter's Cave. It's a big center full of all sorts of different kinds of paint and different kinds of paper. The different paper that you'll need, you'll find here. This is only for watercolor, and this paper is only for tempera and other paints. We've got the brushes, water cups, dirty paintbrush bucket, paintbrush sponges, palettes, tempera paint, watercolor paint. And there are two identical setups here. There's splatter paint. And then over here, this is going to be for printmaking. It's called the Printer's Press. So there are some things in this cabinet. This is awesome for the shaving cream prints. And then I have paper right here that you can print on. And that's it. Here's the painter's smocks if you need those to cover your clothes while you're painting. Last few things. This is where grade 2 keeps their portfolios. And the portfolios for grades 3, 4, 5 are in these. The art journals are kept here for grade 5. Here for grade 2. And on the other side, here for grade 4. In the very back of the room is for grade 3, on this side and on the other side. Thanks for joining me on our art room tour.